Iran has intriguingly signaled potential openness to pragmatic compromises that could realistically revive comprehensive nuclear deal framework negotiations with Washington, BBC reports. Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister Majid Ravanchi explicitly informed BBC journalists Tehran demands immediate comprehensive lifting crippling economic sanctions squarely exchanged for nuclear restraint. Majid Ravanchi said, and I quote, "The ball is now in America's court to prove that they want to do a deal. If they are sincere, I'm sure we will be on the road to an agreement." Unquote. These calibrated public remarks emerge precisely when adversarial negotiators mutually accuse each other, deliberately slowing diplomatic momentum during tense indirect sessions. U.S. senior diplomats repeatedly charged Tehran strategically drags negotiations deliberately while covertly demanding premature comprehensive sanctions relief concessions up front. Iran's uncompromising central strategic demand remains crystal clear: absolutely no substantive nuclear compromises absent immediate tangible economic sanctions concessions reciprocated fully. Ravanchi confidently affirmed Iran prepared substantively address urgent international concerns, specifically targeting its massive accumulating stockpile highly enriched uranium materials. Deputy FM highlighted Iran's demonstrated concrete willingness chemically dilute uranium enriched dangerously near weapons-grade 60% purity levels as good faith flexibility example. Tehran steadfastly denies pursuing prohibited nuclear weapons capability, while insisting sovereign program exclusively pursues legitimate civilian energy production applications. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio acknowledged Washington genuinely prefers sustainable diplomacy pathway, yet candidly warned reaching durable comprehensive deal remains very hard realistically. Military ultimatums yield zero concessions from Tehran, prompting U.S.-Israel pivot toward devastating coordinated economic warfare strangling regime financially. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed dramatically intensify suffocating economic pressure tactics devastating Tehran's vital revenue lifelines, Axios reveals. During Netanyahu's pivotal White House summit this week, U.S. President and Israeli PM urgently coordinated sophisticated actions strategically extending far beyond hollow military saber-rattling. Primary economic warfare bullseye targets Iran's critical clandestine oil sales exclusively destined mainland China, constituting massive 80% Tehran's total crude petroleum export revenues. U.S. national security architects calculate sudden Chinese oil purchase collapse inflicts catastrophic economic strangulation, rapidly crippling Iran's besieged sanctioned economy. This ruthless economic offensive gains formidable momentum through President Trump's sweeping new executive order weaponizing trade against Iran trading nations ruthlessly. Authoritative order strategically authorizes Secretary of State recommend crippling 25% tariffs, punishing any sovereign nation brazenly defying stringent U.S.-led economic sanctions regime. Paradoxically, defense officials warn successfully choking vital oil revenues risks, desperately provoking Iran militarily blockade strategic Strait of Hormuz choke point catastrophically. Regional security analysts urgently caution aggressive economic escalation dangerously complicates America's pre-existing tense strategic rivalry confronting expansionist authoritarian China.